What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're starting off a new block, so this is like 3 weeks now. We're gonna go heavier now. So previous videos you've seen me do, it's been more on like 65, maybe 70%, like somewhere in that range. Now we're trying to become more comfortable, working on like the 75, 85% range. Still continuing like with our stretch work, our clean work, and then just there's also gonna be like more of a pure S&C. There's just like strength, the typical, the benching, the pulling, like kind of the good stuff that I'm really used to. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how we handle this heavier weights, because I'm mostly uncomfortable with the heavy weights that kind of get underneath the bar and get it over my head. So really looking forward to it. And today on the menu, got the stuff on the board right here, some low box squats, lots of snatch work, and then some pulling with a trap bar. So let's get to it. First exercise is a personal favorite. We're just gonna get the kettlebell down here and press. So the thing I wanna focus on as I'm doing here, try to rotate a tiny bit as you're pressing. All right, it's the other side, same thing. Next one is a really nice one actually. It takes a while to get comfortable with it, but we're gonna here have one for on the plate, come down, double dip, and then jump. And then to make it more difficult, you just space them out even further, which we're gonna do. So try to, let's say, start off pretty close and then space it out round 2 and 3. Next one here is going to be like a snatch grip, and then you're just gonna roll towards the neck. I've been enjoying it, at least. I started this last week to really get those rear delts. And again, getting comfortable with the snatch grip and pulling in that position. Last one here now, a Cossack rebound. So coming down here and just think there's like a ceiling over your head. So try to stay low. I'll show you my ass. And so then, going back to the first one, gonna be going down in reps. Not gonna film that, you've seen the warm up. We're doing 2 more rounds, and then we're gonna start with our low box squats. The low box squats, we're trying to hit parallel, kind of like just maybe underneath, but I think this box is just parallel for me. Working up to, I'm gonna be working at 110 kilos, so around like 75% of a max. Going for doubles. How many? 8, right? 8 sets. This is just warm up. Jesus, that was not good. Actually remove this so we get a bit more depth. So I took this weight plate instead. Should feel better, because if I hit those little, I don't know what it could be, 3-4 centimeters more depth. Okay, so 8 sets, working at doubles. Try to make it move quickly and nicely. Try to be crisp. Just touch and go. I want to try and clean those up, so try and make them even more like touch and really go. Yeah, way better, way better. Nice. I first just need to remember I was just like, bracing the core, because I felt like the thing was like set number 2. I really just felt my lower back bomb. It wasn't ready. It was not ready, man. Let's go with rant number 1 of the day. I've had friends tell me like, oh, you should do more of those rants. I kind of call them rants as well already, so yeah, we're gonna continue with the rants. Rant number 1 of the day is stop looking at these videos where people are saying, oh, what did I see? Basketball legs workout, football legs workout, swimming upper body workout. I mean, your strength training should not tell me what sport you play. It shouldn't be that obvious. I mean, I can probably tell what sport you play or guess pretty closely based on your looks, your haircut, and just overall how you're built. It's usually that simple. You can tell how a footballer looks like and how a hockey player looks like, or a swimmer, etc., etc. Usually. But your strength training doesn't need to be that specific where it's like you're doing these exercises because they are basketball legs. I mean, what is basketball legs? I mean, I would love for you to tell me what it is. I mean, like, basketball legs is just athletic legs. I mean, the same type of legs you probably need for basketball, you need for so many other sports. So calling them basketball legs is just a bunch of BS. It's just kind of clickbait for you to look at, like I'm doing a basketball legs workout. But in reality, you don't need that. You just need to do the basics. Like I mentioned before, look at the pros. Myself working with sub-pro players, actually sub-pro and pro players, talking to people who are working with pros, hearing what they do with them, it's the basics. It's the basics done over and over and over again. And like I mentioned in my previous video, just do those. You're going to improve way more than doing all this sport-specific stuff. Yeah, absolutely, do some of it, but that should not, be the majority of your workout, and that should not tell me what sport you play. The sport-specific should still be, sport-specific, as in throwing, catching, rolling, crawling, heavy weights, easy weights, moving fast, moving slow, all that stuff. It should encompass everything and not just one little small circle here. Do the full cake, if you want to call it that. Moving on anyways, we're gonna go to some snatch work now. 50% of our max. Since my full snatch isn't the greatest, I think I probably could do like a 60 kg, I think. Actually catching and going all the way down and then coming up again. That's why I'm starting off here like 30 kg and gonna work up to 40. And just work on technique, man. Like I think I mentioned in previous years as well. Just technique work. Technique. Makes it feel easy. Okay, let's, up the weight. But technique is gonna do so much more than just going off feeling or just, show boasting or ego, all stuff. Anywho, let's get to it. Still having trouble with, man, like how to do that. But let's go up to 40 and we're gonna do 5 sets at 40. I feel like I'm starting to get the groove on it a tiny bit more. I do feel like the bounce muscle snatch feels weird, but let's go again. Let me know what you think, but they feel way better compared to what I've done before. Okay, so hoping that this is gonna look a bit prettier than the previous one. Might be, might not be. I definitely felt like the power felt good, but the tag snatch felt shit. Better. Actually better. Kind of happy with that one. Tiny bit happy. Let's check the video. Moving on to the next. We're gonna be doing, what does it say? Pause at knee snatch. So just from the bottom, pausing at the knees, and then going to a full snatch. One of those, and then coming back, high hang snatch. So 1 + 1 is 1 rep. We're doing 2 for 3 sets, and then we're gonna do these singles, upping up the weight to 45, and do 4 sets of that. So let's get started. So. To be honest, so. Need to get more comfortable going down, but I just feel the whole catching in that position, still not comfortable with that. Better, but not comfortable with that. Now we're gonna go down. Yeah, we're going down. singles. So still the pause at knee snatch and then the high hang snatch. Sort of feeling better, but it's more about the consistency and actually get more comfortable going down, coming down quickly. So let's try. No, honestly, I feel, if you've seen some videos I've posted, I definitely think that those are getting better at coming down quickly. Still a way to go, but I mean, at 45 kg, we're getting somewhere, man. We're getting somewhere. If we move on to the next set on these bad boys, let's talk about round number 2 of the day, and that is change of direction training. And I used to be one of those, you know, don't change direction with any cones, pre-planned stuff, because what is change of direction, or what do you do in a game? You react to others. So all generation stuff should be reacting to other players or opponents or stimuluses, whatever it might be. But I think there's a huge benefit to actually doing stuff where you know what you're supposed to do and working on technique, the footwork, and especially if you think about it with ACLs, the number one cause of ACLs, so according to this paper, I'm gonna be linking it here, is that when I'm approaching you, if I make that step and then when I push off, like when I make that step to the side, this puts the most strain on the ACL. I don't know the reasons why, but they showcase like this step right here and then going there. And I even saw one player last season tear her ACL doing that. So that could be a reason for why, you know, getting strong in that position and like how you come into that position and how you come out of that position could be a good thing to train. Because again, if you're doing that and not pre-planned, where you can actually coach the athlete on how to enter and exit, then what's the point? I mean, so I'm all for doing change of direction training when it's pre-planned if you're working on technical stuff. So footwork, how you come in, how you come out, the timing of it. Combine that with the chaos of it. So doing stuff like tag, for example, could be a really good thing to do. It gets a bad rep because it's everything is pre-planned, but in a game everything is chaos. But I mean, if you only work in chaos and never actually take yourself out of there, work on technical stuff, then come back into the chaos, I don't see how we're going to really improve unless the athlete himself or herself are going to just magically think of it, which can happen, but most of the cases not. Let's move on. The return of the microphone. So with these trap bar pulls, I'm going to be trying to stand like 45 degrees. Ballerina pose. The reason for doing that is to emphasize more that extension happens at the knees and hips at the same time, instead of, you know, you might sometimes see, or might you feel yourself here, you will extend your knees and then your hips. So we want to, by doing this, force the body to, you know, extend in one motion instead of like a 1-2 pattern. Just want to be a one pattern. So sort of from there. Feel very glamorous doing that. Aiming for like only 3 reps, like an RP of a 7. So sort of heavy, but not too heavy. And it's sort of almost like a pendulum row, where you're just focusing on the push, the pushing. Yeah, I guess the pushing of the ground, but then pulling up. So now press the feet against the floor and pull yourself up, or push yourself away from the ground. However you want to see it. Glass half full, glass half empty. Let's go, last one of these. Last one of these bad boys. And now we're just going for pendulum rows. I think 100 kg. Let's try 100. I know I said 100, but let's do 90 first actually, because remember, I'm doing 5 reps. Should be like an RP of 7. And I remember that I think I tried 110 or something. That was, yeah, that's like an RP 9. Let's try. Let's see. That's good. I think I just stay there because I feel like I want to lose less legs. So from this position, just a tiny bit, and then get more of a pulling motion. That'd be perfect. I don't know, I still feel like a lot of legs maybe. Let's see the video. Yeah, if I'm watching the video, I still want to kind of maybe stay here. I feel like I kind of get up quite a lot. Just trying to stay still, relatively parallel with the upper body towards the floor. Let's go. Yeah, 100 times better, man. 100 times better. But that was the last one. Great session. I did 3 rounds of 8 minutes on the bike before as well, the warm up and everything like that. I was thinking of doing it afterwards, but I was like, fuck it, let's just do it in the beginning, because we need to get our bicycle gigs as well if we're gonna do the triathlon. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, do a triathlon as well, 22nd of August. So I need to get some cycling in, some swimming. The running I feel pretty confident in, but still need to get that in as well. So we'll see how everything goes. And yeah, looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, nice session. Feeling the sessions are getting better. Feels weird working out without any music, but also nice just to be alone with your thoughts a bit and speaking to you guys. Anyway, thank you for the support, and thank you for sticking to the end, and I hope you enjoyed it, got some tips, and if you do have some tips for me, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Fortsätt vara hästig!